The long-anticipated Elden Ring has finally released, and now that I've had hands-on with the game, let's talk about it. I've played the PC version for about 8 hours now, and wow. I know everyone has been giving the game extremely high marks, and well, it deserves them. Elden Ring's open world and several new mechanics amplify the original Dark Souls formula and turn it into something truly new, yet familiar. Let's talk about the new additions. Mounted combat, improved stealth, deep exploration, mini dungeons, ashes of war, magic slots. Did you get all that? Let's start with the mounted combat, my favorite new addition. Need to grind out some runes to level up? Jump on your faithful steed Torrent and whack some fools from horseback. I mean, look at this footage. This was so much fun just making passes at these enemies, running circles around them while I easily took them out. Charging the mounted enemies felt like a jousting match where properly timed attacks struck true for devastating effect. Torrent is very responsive, allowing you to turn on a dime. Most games that include mounted combat try to be more realistic, not allowing you to change direction quickly. But FromSoftware said, screw that, we want this to be fun and feel powerful. And indeed it is, and does. I really felt the advantage and power of fighting from horseback. Even taking down giants is easy with hit and run attacks from horseback. Ah, that fight was satisfying. But maybe you're not the knight in shining armor type. Maybe you don't want to charge down your foes from horseback. Maybe you'd rather infiltrate enemy camps and assassinate everyone in them without being seen. You can do that too. I am playing as a wretch on my first playthrough, meaning I had nothing but my undies and a big stick, so the stealth mechanics came in real handy for me at the start. I was able to sneak up on and take out these Godred soldiers with relative ease until I was able to pilfer some of their arms and armor. Later on I came across a camp where careful planning can allow you to take out the entire camp without being spotted, and I have found multiple locations like this since. But I typically charge them all down for my horse now. Ah, so much fun. Speaking of fun, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button to let me and YouTube know. I really appreciate it. Thanks. So we've covered mounted combat and stealth. Let's move on to the deep exploration. If you wander around the world long enough, you'll come across caves, tombs, and other points of interest. The few I have come across so far have turned out to be mini dungeons in the true form of Dark Souls locales we are accustomed to. Tight corridors, traps, and enemy ambushes galore. But if we brave these dungeons and get to their core, we can find mini-bosses whom if we defeat, we gain unique items or equipment. Every dungeon I have come across so far has been engaging and worth delving into. Outside of the dungeons, there is a vast world to explore where we can find useful items to improve our healing flasks or our weapons. We can also find ingredients for crafting. Oh yeah, did I mention there's a robust crafting system? Remember the fire bombs from Dark Souls games? You can craft those now. Want to be able to see other players' summon signs? That's done through a craftable item now as well. Need throwing knives, sleep powder? All done through crafting. In order to craft new items, you need to find or purchase recipes found throughout the world and have the right ingredients, giving exploration another rewarding purpose. Finally, the new additions to combat give us new ways to develop our characters and fight our enemies. First off, you can jump and attack now, which gives more fluidity and options in combat. We also have Ashes of War, which can be obtained through exploration, purchasing them from NPCs, or by defeating certain foes. These Ashes of War are like the weapon arts from Dark Souls 3, except they can be added to any weapon they are compatible with. Don't like the skill on your new greatsword? Go put a new one on it. When it comes to your magic slots, their number is no longer tied to a stat, but instead, there are certain items that we can purchase, and these items increase our available slots. Increasing the mind stat gives us more focus points, which allows us to use those spells, incantations, and weapon skills more often. I am having a great time with Elden Ring so far, and it has been everything I wanted from the next iteration of FromSoftware's Soul series. I will have a much more detailed review once I complete the game, but until then, thank you for watching, and keep on gaming.